What I thought we'd do this time is a workout with a little bit of an animal theme, well, animal, mammal, fish, whatever, anyway, loosely animal theme. It's essentially a core and upper body workout, a little bit of lower body as well, but it really will help to strengthen shoulders, back and core, particularly. You can use it as a standalone workout and maybe repeat it 2 or 3 times, as with most of the workouts that I do, or it's a nice short workout to perhaps do at the end of other exercise if you just want a little bit of an extra blast. I'm going to set the timer. We're doing 30 seconds of each exercise with a 5-second break in between, just to allow you to get into position. Still makes it fairly quick. After each block, and there are 4 blocks, there's a little bit longer break just for me to explain a little bit about what we're doing next. So I'll start my timer and off we go. Our first set of exercises is a bear crawl and a crab crawl, and then a sideways bear and a sideways crab. So if we get into position, hands and knees, and then lift your knees slightly off the floor. Now I want your knees to stay only about 1 inch off the floor as you go forwards and back. If you lift your bottom too high up in the air, makes it a little bit easy, and it doesn't exercise your core quite as much as it does if you stay with your knees close to the floor. So I've got my fingers quite wide to get a good spread through the hands. Okay, I'm turning to the crab crawl now. My fingers are pointing towards my bottom, and off we go. Now, that's the basic position with your bottom fairly low. If you lift your bottom higher up, then it makes it that little bit harder. Obviously, if you haven't got a mat and a camera, you could just carry on, but I don't want to go off screen, so I'm going to stay here. Right, let's go for the bear crawl, sideways on. So exactly the same position to start, but we're crossing, we're putting hands together. I'm doing alternate arms and legs. If I do it sideways on for you to see, then it takes a little bit of practice, but I'm trying to keep my weight over my wrists as I do the work. So then we have our sideways crab, again into the same position, and now I'm moving arms and then legs. Again, the higher up you can keep your bottom, the harder the exercise, and you really feel, or start to feel, that it's working through your wrists. Good to work those wrists, get a little bit of weight bearing through them, so make the most of it. Okay, so we recover, get ready to start the next set of exercises, which is going to be a turtle, a dead bug, bird dog, and a donkey kick. So let's start with the turtle. I want you to give me a little bit of a pelvic tuck, lift your knees, and then give me nice little floating movement. So pretend that you're lying in the water, make your arms and legs, make it look like it's effortless. It's not effortless in your upper body. So I'm pretending, or I'm trying to pretend, I'm floating along. Okay, down onto the floor, nice 90 degrees with the legs, arms up in the air. Lengthen one leg and the opposite arm. So I'm staying opposite arm and leg, imagining that I'm stretching the leg and the arm as far away from my body as possible. I'm making them feel heavy, and I'm really working my stomach muscles. I'm trying to keep the leg that stays bent over my hip rather than bringing it in towards me I'm trying to keep it at that 90-degree point. And you'll see this as we do it in the bird dog, which is the reverse. So now I'm on hands and knees, sending one arm long and the opposite leg long, trying to keep my hips level. I'm not allowing any arching in the back. I want you, those that know me, know I talk about keeping a tray of your favourite drinks, being able to balance them on your back whilst you do this exercise. Okay, weight over your wrists or shoulders over your wrists, flex your feet. You've got your donkey kicks. Now I've really switched on my stomach muscles to make sure that I don't get an arch in my back. So I am working my stomach muscles. The added bonus is you've got your glutes working as well. So my arms are still having to take the weight of my upper body. So it's good work for my arms as well. Okay, so that's your second block. Your next block is going to be an inchworm and a flying bird. And then we're going to repeat each of those. So I want you to stand up at the edge of your mat, come down to the floor and walk your arms, walk your hands down through to a plank. I'll let you have a bend, then come to a down dog position really. You're walking your fingers towards your hands. Now I've got to turn around, you could just carry on. So I'm walking my hands down into a plank, allowing that nice bend, and then walking my toes in. Now, if you haven't got long hamstrings, you might need to be bent in that position. Then we come to the flying bird. I want you to take your weight on one leg, and I want you to come forwards, lengthen the other leg, and then flying bird arms. So again, similar sort of thing to the turtle. I want the arms to feel effortless, but actually what the arms are doing is challenging that balance. Now it's quite tough to stay here for 30 seconds. If you find you need to put your foot down, that's fine. If you can keep going, keep going. Okay, we'll change legs. Go into that nice, long, balanced position. Arms. So I do want your arms to be as relaxed as possible. That leg can go to the floor if it becomes too much of a challenge. My stomach muscles are switched on. My glutes are switched on in order to keep me balanced. My shoulder blades are working to flap my wings. That's great. So we come to repeat the inchworm. So don't get many of the inchworms done in 30 seconds. So let's just do a few more. So walking with your hands, get that nice movement through the back, and then walk your toes, bending your knees whenever you need to. Might get another one. Done. Nice flexion in the back, and then toes to walk. Okay, so that's the third set of exercises that we're going to do. Your fourth set is going to be a spider plank, side plank climb, followed by a scorpion plank and another side climb. So into your plank, and then I want you to bring left knee to left elbow, back to plank. Right knee to right elbow, back to plank. Keep on going. So I'm trying to maintain a really nice plank position, although my legs are moving, or one leg's moving at a time. Now I've not added a press up or anything in here, just want you to stay in that nice plank position. Okay, coming onto your side, underneath leg, both legs bent, and I want you to come up and give me a clamp at the same time as you give me that side plank. So I'm squeezing my glutes in order to open the knees, but I'm also working through my obliques to come up on the side plank. I've got my shoulder over my elbow, so my shoulder is in a nice protected position. Okay, so now we change to the scorpion plank. So the scorpion plank, raise a leg, that's your scorpion sting, come over to the side, back, scorpion sting, over. So you're going to the opposite side with that leg, straighten back to plank, sting, touch the floor. So you're getting a really nice twist with this. And you should feel like you're working quite hard. Okay, we prepare for the last exercise, bent knees, and we're up. So you can have your hand on your hip, you can have your hand in the air. I'd rather you didn't have it in front of you because I want you to use your stomach muscles to come up. I want you to use those obliques to make as big a gap underneath there as possible. And at the same time, we've got a nice obliques work, your glutes working to get those knees open. Okay, so that's your 8 minutes workout. Hope you enjoyed that with its little animal theme. It should, as I say, should make your upper body feel stronger the more you do it. Thank you.